Hello kids, welcome to Learner's Planet. Kids, this is our third session for factors and multiples. In our previous sessions, we have already discussed about the definition of factors and multiples. We have discussed about prime number, composite number, even number and odd numbers. And we have also done an activity how to find out the prime numbers from 1 to 100. Let's have a quick recap. Kids, we prepared a chart from 1 to 100 in our last session, and we tried to find out the composite numbers and prime numbers from 1 to 100. Okay, all the numbers which are circled over here are composite numbers, and the numbers which are not circled are prime numbers. Okay, we did this activity by finding out the multiple of 2, 3, 5 and 7. We found out the multiple of 2, then we found out the multiple of 3, then we found out the multiple of 5 and then 7. Since all the circled numbers are multiple of either 2 or 3 or 5 or 7, hence all of them are composite numbers. Okay, so except the non-circled number, every number is a composite number. Then we have already discussed about number 1, which is neither prime nor composite. Apart from that, we discussed that in all there are 25 prime numbers from 1 to 100. Here you can see there are 25 numbers which are not circled. Okay, and there are 4 prime numbers which are having 1 digit, and there are 21 prime numbers which are having 2 digits. Okay, so let's continue with the session and let's discuss more concepts in this session. Now let's discuss divisibility rules. Now what are divisibility rules? Friends, without performing actual division, we can come to know that a given number is divisible by any other particular number or not. Okay, so we don't have to go for actual division. So these sort of rules are called as divisibility rules. Okay, for different numbers, different rules of divisibility are there. Let's discuss one by one. Now, first of all, I see over here the divisibility test of 2. We can say the divisibility test or divisibility rule. Okay, a number will be divisible by 2 if the digit at the units place is divisible by 2. Kids, in other words, we can say a number will be divisible by 2 if it is an even number. Suppose I take an example, say 24. The unit digit is an even number, that is 4. So 24 will definitely be divisible by 2. Now in this case, it doesn't matter that how many digits are there in the number. Maybe there are 4 digits, 5 digits or any number of digits. Suppose I take an example, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You just see the unit digit. Is 7 multiple of 2? No. 7 is an odd number. That means 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This number will not be divisible by 2. Okay. Just by looking at the unit digit, we can come to know this. Okay. I take another example. 5, 2, 8, 9, 0. Okay. So at unit place, we are getting 0 over here. We are having 0 over here. And that's why it is an even number. And all even numbers are divisible by 2. So this is divisible by 2. Okay. And if I have other number, say 1, 9, 2, 7, 8, 3. Now just see the unit digit. It is 3. It's not even. It's odd. So the entire number 192783 will not be divisible by 2. Okay. So a number will be divisible by 2 if the digit at the units place is divisible by 2 or it is an even number. So just by looking at the unit digit, you can say whether the given number is divisible by 2 or not. Okay. Now, let's discuss the divisibility test of 3. A number will be divisible by 3 if the sum of digits of the number is divisible by 3. Let's take one example. Suppose I have a number 2, 3, 4. How would I come to know whether this number is divisible by 3 or not without actual division? So, kids, just add up the digits. It's 2 plus 3 plus 4. It's 4 and 3, 7 plus 2, 9. Now see whether 9 is divisible by 3 or not. Yes, 9 is divisible by 3 since 3 into 3 is 9. So if 9 is divisible by 3, this number 234 will also be divisible by 3. Okay, so without performing actual division, we can come to know that the given number is divisible by 3 or not. Now let's take one more example. Suppose I have a number 5, 4, 6, 2. Just add up the digits. It's 5 plus 4 plus 6 plus 2. So it's 5 plus 4, 9. 9 plus 6, 15. 15 plus 2, 17. Okay, you can repeat the process. If you don't know the table of 3, you can further repeat the process. So it's 1 plus 7, it's 8. Now, just see whether 8 is divisible by 3 or not. So kids, 8 is not divisible by 3. That's why 17 is not divisible by 3, and hence 5, 4, 6, 2 will not be divisible by 3. So without performing actual division, we did that, isn't it? Now take one more example. Now suppose I have a number 8, 8, 8, 3, and I have to check whether this number is divisible by 3 or not. Now let's add 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 3. So 8 plus 8, 16. 16 plus 8, 24. 24 plus 3, 27. 27 is divisible by 3. That means this number 8883 is divisible by 3. Further, you can repeat the process. You can even add the digits of 27 also. So it's 2 plus 7, 9. Okay. So 9 is divisible by 3. Hence 27 is divisible by 3. And finally 8883 is divisible by 3. Okay. So you can repeat the process until you are comfortable with the final number. Okay. Let's take one more example. 2, 3, 7, 8, 5, 1. Okay, we have to find out whether this number is divisible by 3 or not. Now just add up the digits. 2 plus 3, 5. 5 plus 7, 12. 12 plus 8, 20. 20 plus 5, 25. 25 plus 1, 26. Now from addition of 2 and 6, we'll be getting 8. Now 8 is not divisible by 3. That's why 26 is not divisible by 3. Hence, finally, this number is not divisible by 3. So I hope you are clear with the divisibility test of 3. Now let's discuss the divisibility rule of 4. A number will be divisible by 4 if the last two digits of the number together are divisible by 4. That means we just have to check the last two digits of the number. It doesn't matter what the size of the number is. Okay, suppose I have an example 2, 3, 4. Now just check 34 whether it is divisible by 4 or not. If 34 is not divisible by 4, then the entire number is not divisible by 4. If it is divisible by 4, then the entire number is divisible by 4. Since in this case 34 is not divisible by 4, hence 234 will not be divisible by 4. Okay. Suppose I take another example. 5, 2, 7, 6, 1, 6. Okay, now just see last two digits. It's 16. 16 is divisible by 4 or not? Yeah, 16 is divisible by 4. Hence, the entire number will be divisible by 4. Okay, so it's divisible. Further, doesn't matter about the number of digits in the number. Okay, let's take one more example. 3, 5, 2, 8, 9, 6. Now just see last two digits, 96. Let's check 96 is divisible by 4 or not. Just divide 96 by 4. So 4 2s are 8, 1, 6, 4 4s are 16. We are getting remainder as 0. That means 96 is divisible by 4 or 96 is multiple of 4. That means the last two digits are multiple of 4. Hence, the entire number will be multiple of 4, or we can say the entire number is divisible by 4. Okay, so it's divisible. Let's take one more example. Suppose I have a number 5, 7, 8, 3, 7, 8. Okay. Now just see last two numbers. It is 78. Let's check whether 78 is divisible by 4 or not. So divide 78 by 4. So 4 1 is 4. Then 3. Take 8. 4 9s are 36. We are getting 2 as a remainder. That means 78 is not divisible by 4. That means the last two digits are not divisible by 4. Hence the entire number will not be divisible by 4. Okay. I hope you are clear about the divisibility test of 4. Now let's take the next divisibility test. Now let's see the divisibility rule of 5. A number will be divisible by 5 if digit at the units place is either 0 or 5. The rule of divisibility of 5 is very simple, kids. Just see the unit digit. If it is 0 or 5, then only the number will be divisible by 5. Otherwise, the number will not be divisible by 5. Okay, I take an example. 237. What is the unit digit? It is 7. So, it is the number 237 will not be divisible by 5. Okay, we want the unit digit to be either 0 or 5. So, further, it doesn't matter how many digits are there in the number. Okay, I take one more example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. Now we have to say whether this number is divisible by 5 or not. Just see the unit digit. Okay, we are not worried about the number of digits in the given number. So the unit digit is 5. That means this number is divisible by 5. Okay, let's take one more example. 5, 2, 9, 1, 0, 3, 0. Now what is the unit digit in this number? It's 0. That means this number is divisible by 5. Okay, one more example I'm taking. 3, 2, 7, 9, 5, 1. Now what is the unit digit in this case? It's 1. That means this number 3, 2, 7, 9, 5, 1 is not divisible by 5, since there is 1 at the units place, and to be divisible by 5, the unit digit must be either 0 or 5. Okay, so I hope you are clear about the divisibility rule of 5. Now let's see the divisibility rule of 6. A number will be divisible by 6 if the digit at the units place of the number is divisible by 2 and sum of all digits of the number is divisible by 3. Kids, a number will be divisible by 6 if it is divisible by 2 and 3 both. That means it is necessary for a number to be divisible by 6 that it should be divisible by 2 and 3 both. Let's take one example. Suppose I have a number 234. Okay. Now we have to see whether 234 is divisible by 2 and 3 both or not. Okay. Now what was the divisibility rule of 2? The unit digit must be even or it should be divisible by 2. So just see unit digit over here. It's 4. That means it is even number. That means it is divisible by 2. So the divisibility test of 2 is clear. Now we have to see whether this number is divisible by 3 or not. Now what was the divisibility test of 3? The sum of digits must be divisible by 3. Now just see whether it is divisible by 3 or not. So it's 2 plus 3 plus 4. So 4 plus 3, 7 plus 2, 9. Now 9 is divisible by 3. That means sum of digits is divisible by 3. That means the given number is divisible by 3. So it is divisible by 3 also. Since the given number is divisible by 2 and 3 both, hence it is divisible by 6. Divisible by 6. Now let's take one more example. Suppose I have a number 3, 5, 7, 2, 8. Now I have to find out whether this given number is divisible by 6 or not. So first of all, let me clear about the divisibility of 2. So just check the unit digit. It's 8. That means the given number is an even number. Hence it is divisible by 2. So the divisibility rule of 2 is clear. Now just check for 3. So just add up all the digits and find out whether the given number is divisible by 3 or not. So it's 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 2 plus 8. So it's 3 plus 5, 8. 8 plus 7, 15. 15 plus 2, 17. 17 plus 8, 25. Now 25 is not divisible by 3. That means this number is not divisible by 3. That means this number is divisible by 2, but it is not divisible by 3. Finally, it won't be divisible by 6. Okay. So this is not divisible by 6. Isn't it so easy that without performing actual division, we are able to know that the given number, the very big number, is divisible by 2, but it is not divisible by 3, and finally it is not divisible by 6. Okay, let's take one more example. Now suppose I have a number 3, 6, 9, 8, 1. I have to check whether this number is divisible by 6 or not. So first of all, let's check the divisibility of 2. So just see the unit digit. It is 1 over here. That means this is an odd number, and if it is an odd number, it won't be divisible by 2. Okay, so no need to check for 3. This number will never be divisible by 6 since it is not divisible by 2, and a number to be divisible by 6, it is necessary that the number should be divisible by 2 and 3 both. Okay, so this number is not divisible by 6. Okay, I hope you are clear. Now let's discuss the divisibility test of 7. Kids, in the divisibility test of 7, we have to perform certain operations. Now just see what are these operations. Make two sets of 3 numbers, start from unit digit and add the alternate sets and find out the mutual difference. If it is 0 or any multiple of 7, then the given number is divisible by 7. Okay, now just take some examples so you'd be better clear. Suppose I have a number 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now, what is the first step? Just make a set of 3 numbers from the units place. So it's 1, 2, 3. Okay, and this is a separate number. Now we have to find out the difference between these two sets. That means 456 minus 3. So what I'll be getting? It's 453. Okay, now if 453 is divisible by 7, then this given number will be divisible by 7. If 453 is not divisible by 7, then this given number will not be divisible by 7. Okay, now let's check whether 453 is divisible by 7 or not. So 7 6 are 42. It's 3. I take 3. 7 4s are 28. We are getting the remainder as 5. That means 453 is not divisible by 7. Hence, finally, this number 3456 will not be divisible by 7. Okay. Now let's take one more example. Suppose I have a number 5 9 7 8. Now just check whether this is divisible by 7 or not. Further, just make the set of 3 numbers from the units place. So it's 978 and it's 5. So 978 minus 5 will be getting 973. Now let's check 973 is divisible by 7 or not. Just divide. So 7 1 7. It's 2. I take 7. 7 3s are 21. I left with 6. Then 3. 7 9s are 63. That means the remainder is 0. If I'm getting the remainder is 0, that means 973 is divisible by 7, and hence finally 5978 is divisible by 7. Okay, isn't it very easy? Without performing actual division, you will be able to know that the very big number is divisible by 7. Okay, let's take one more example. Suppose I have a number 3 9 4 2 4. Okay, a very big number, but kids, don't worry, don't think about the size of the number. Just start doing the operation. Just make a set of 3 numbers. It's 3 and it's 2. Okay, now we have to find out the difference. So it's 424 minus 39. So it is 385. I hope you are clear about the subtraction. So we are getting 385. Now let's check 385 is divisible by 7 or not. So it's 385. I'm dividing it by 7. Now 7 5s are 35. It's 3. Then take 5. Further 7 5s are 35. So I'm getting the remainder as 0. That means 385 is multiple of 7, and hence finally this number 39424 is divisible by 7. Okay. Now let's take one more example. Suppose I have a number 1 5 2 3 6. Now I have to find out whether this number is divisible by 7 or not. Now just make a set of 3 numbers. It's 236 and it is 15. Now we have to find out the difference. It is 236 minus 15. So what I'll be getting? It's 2 to 1. Now just check 221 is divisible by 7 or not. So divide 221 by 7. So 7 3s are 21. It's 1 and 1. 7 1 is 7. I'm left with 4. That means I'm getting a remainder as 4. That means 221 is not divisible by 7. So finally this number 15236 is not divisible by 7. Kids, it's very easy method. Just practice 8 to 10 sums and you will be very clear with the divisibility rule of 7. Okay. Finally, I'm taking one more example. Suppose I have a number 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7 and I have to find out whether this number is divisible by 7 or not. Just make the sets of 3 numbers. It's this set and this set. Now 5, 6, 7 minus 5, 6, 7. I'm getting 0. That means this number is completely divisible by 7. No need to calculate. Okay. So all the numbers which are having the first 3 digits and the last 3 digits as same, then these numbers will be definitely divisible by 7. So without doing any calculation, you can see that. Suppose I have a number 234, 234. So it will be divisible by 7. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It will also be divisible by 7 since both the sets are same. So always you'll be getting the difference as 0. Okay. So I hope you are clear about the divisibility rule of 7, but do practice 8 to 10 sums. So you'll be like very comfortable with the test. Okay. Now let's discuss about the divisibility rule of 8. A number will be divisible by 8 if the last 3 digits altogether is divisible by 8. Friends, once again, it doesn't matter how many digits are there in the number. We just have to concentrate upon the last 3 digits. Okay, suppose I have a number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now just see the last 3 digits. This is 456 and check whether 456 is divisible by 8 or not. Now let's divide 456 by 8. So 8 5s are 40. 5 as a remainder. Then I take 6. So 8 7s are 56. So I'm getting 0 as a remainder. That means 456 is multiple of 8. That means the entire number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is multiple of 8, or we can say it is divisible by 8. Okay, let's take one more example. Suppose I have a number 5, 2, 8, 4, 9, 2. Now I have to check whether this number is divisible by 8 or not. Just see the last 3 digits. It's 492. Check whether 492 is divisible by 8 or not. Now 8 6 are 48. I am left with 1. Then take 2. 8 1 is 8. So 4 is the remainder. That means 492 is not multiple of 8, or it is not divisible by 8. Hence the entire number will not be divisible by 8. Okay. So this number is not divisible. Okay. Let's take one more example. Suppose I have a number 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Now just see the last 3 digits. It's 512. Now let's divide 512 by 8. So 8 6 are 48. I'm left with 3. Then I take 2. So 8 4s are 32. I'm getting 0 as a remainder. That means 512 is divisible by 8. That means the entire number is divisible by 8. Okay. So it is divisible. Okay friends, I hope you are clear about the divisibility rule of 8. Now let's see the divisibility rule of 9. A number will be divisible by 9 if sum of all its digits is divisible by 9. Let's take one example. Suppose I have a number 92718. Now I have to check whether this number is divisible by 9 or not. So what I'll be doing is just adding all the digits. So it's 9 plus 2 plus 7 plus 1 plus 8. Okay. 9 and 2 11, 11 plus 7 18, 18 and 1 19, 19 plus 8 27. Now I can repeat the process. So it's 2 plus 7, I'll be getting 9. Now 9 is definitely multiple of 9. That means this number is divisible by 9. Since this number is divisible by 9, this number will also be divisible by 9. Okay, let's take one more example. Suppose I have a number 32765 and I have to check whether this number is divisible by 9 or not. Now just add up all the digits. It's 3 plus 2 plus 7 plus 6 plus 5. So it's 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 7 12, 12 plus 6 18, 18 plus 5 23. Now 23 is not divisible by 9. So 32765, even this number will not be divisible by 9. So it's not divisible. Okay, let's take one more example. Suppose I have a number 9281763. Okay, now let's check whether this number is divisible by 9 or not. Now just add up all the digits. 9 plus 2 plus 8 plus 1 plus 7 plus 6 plus 3. So 9 and 2 11, 11 plus 8 19, 19 plus 1 20, 20 plus 7 27, 27 plus 6 33 and 33 plus 3 36. Further we can repeat the process. It's 3 plus 6. So what I'll be getting is 9. Now 9 is definitely divisible by 9. Hence the complete number will be divisible by 9. Okay, so I hope you are clear with the divisibility rule of 9. Now let's see the divisibility rule of 10. A number will be divisible by 10 if its last digit is 0. Very simple test or very simple rule we can say. Just see the last digit. If it is 0, then the given number will be divisible by 10. If it is not 0, it will not be divisible by 10. Suppose I have a number 246. It is not divisible by 10. 2780. It is divisible by 10. 5389. It is not divisible by 10. 72850. It will be divisible by 10. So you just have to see the unit digit. If it is 0, then the given number is divisible by 10. And if it is not 0, the given number is not divisible by 10. Very simple. Now let's see the divisibility rule of 11. A number will be divisible by 11 if the difference between the sum of digits at even places and sum of digits at the odd places is a multiple of 11. The definition or the description seems to be difficult, but let's take some examples so it will be clear to you. Okay, suppose I have a number 1 2 2 1. Now what is the first step? Just add up the alternate numbers. So 1 and 2. These are two alternate numbers and these are two alternate numbers. So first of all, this 1 plus 2 I'll be getting 3. Then this 2 plus 1 I'll be getting 3. Now I have to find out the difference between these two. So if it is 0 or 11, then the given number is multiple of 11. So in this case, it is 0. That means this number 1221 is divisible by 11. Okay. Let's take one more example. Suppose I have a number 5016. First of all, let's mark the alternate numbers, this and this, then this and this. So it's 0 plus 6, it is 6, and it is 5 plus 1, 6. Now what is the difference between these two? It is 0. That means this number is divisible by 11. Okay, let's take one or two more examples. Suppose I have a number 25916. Now the first step, let's mark the alternate digits. It's 6, 9 and 2. Then it's 5 and 1. Now 2 plus 9 plus 6 is equal to 2 plus 9, 11, 11 plus 6, 17. Now it's 5 plus 1, it is 6. Now what is the difference between these two? 17 minus 6 is 11. So the difference is either 0 or 11, then the number is divisible by 11. So in this case, the difference is 11. That means this number 25916 is divisible by 11. Okay, the method is very simple. You just have to mark the alternate digits and get the difference. Okay, let's take one more example. Suppose I have a number 23715. So let's check whether this number is divisible by 11 or not. First, mark the alternate digits. It's 5, 7 and 2, then 3 and 1. So it's 2 plus 7 plus 5 is equal to 2 plus 7, 9, 9 plus 5, 14. Then 3 plus 1. It's 4. So what is the difference between these two? It is 10. So difference is not 0 or 11. So this number is not divisible by 11. Okay, so I'm sure you are clear about the divisibility rule of 11. You should practice with 8 to 10 examples. You'll be comfortable with the divisibility rule of 7. So friends, I hope you might have enjoyed the session and you might have learned all the divisibility rule of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. Okay, so do practice with all the rules and we'll see you in the next session. Bye bye.